I'm cruising around in my Tundra, and I thought that now would be a perfect time to make a 20,000 mile review on my 2019 Toyota Tundra. I do have the TRD off-road package. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know what to expect after 20,000 miles, or as far as what I've experienced after 20,000 miles. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the negatives, which aren't many. So don't worry. Okay, so if you've followed my journey, you know that I've mentioned this before, and in my previous videos, and that is the steering. So around 20,000 miles or so, I experienced crooked steering on my Tundra. I noticed this while I was with my girlfriend. We were doing some shopping, and leaving the parking lot, I got on the main road, and I realized that my steering wheel was slightly, to me it was a lot crooked, but to the normal eye it wasn't that crooked, and it wasn't a big deal. But for me, you know, you pay $50,000-$60,000 for a truck, and you expect your at least your steering wheel to be straight. So I did notice that. I took it to Toyota of Hollywood, I might add. I am going to mention them specifically. I got the truck aligned 5 times in a row, and on the last time they had to get the head mechanic there, and he was able to at least adjust it a little bit to the point where, you know, it wasn't bothering me as much. Then I got into a little bit of an accident. I do have a video of that as well. This very terrible Uber driver decided to do some reckless driving and made an illegal U-turn right in front of me, and it was a wet road. Wasn't able to stop, and you know, we pretty much wrecked into each other. He was at fault, thankfully, obviously, but he was lying when the police officer showed up, so that was kind of a headache situation. So after that accident, during the repair work, they had to, I'm not sure if they replaced my shocks or on the sides or not. They should have. They look new. So after I received it, the steering wheel was as crooked as it was before I got those 5 alignments from Toyota. So I mentioned it to them. I actually had the work done at Lexus. I mentioned it to them, and they told me that it was because since I had 2 tires that were popped or blew up during the accident, I had my 2 passenger tires, front and rear, completely destroyed. So, and my wheels. So I had to get new wheels, new tires. Because the tires on the passenger side, mind you, the right side of my vehicle, since they had more tread, it was causing, this is what he said, and I quote, it was causing my steering wheel to tilt to the right, which made no sense. So it was causing my quote unquote steering wheel to tilt to the right toward the new tires that I have, meaning that right side was tilting to the right. I know it sounds weird, but that's what he said. And you know what? I expect it to sound, whoa, this is a really bumpy road. Anyway, I expect it to sound weird because it sounded weird to me. I was like, well, you know, if that's the problem, you know, and I got the 2 new tires on the passenger side, yet my steering wheel is tilted to the passenger side, how on earth does that make any sense? To me, it would do the opposite, and it would tilt my steering wheel to the left. So that's one negative thing I've experienced. Now, if you ask me, is it solved now? What about now? Is it still crooked now? I did get a 3.2 ready lift right before I hit 20,000 miles, and they did the alignment at a local shop. This was Ovidio's tires, or Ovidio's wheels and tires, I'm not sure. But they were great. I've been dealing with them for about 7 years now. With my old 98 Tacoma, which is on my Instagram, Tundra Cruise, at Tundra Cruise, if you want to see that. And they got me new wheels, new tires on that Tacoma, and I had no issues with them. They were great. So they actually got my alignment pretty decent. I mean, it's still slightly crooked, but sometimes it's driving perfectly straight. So I don't know what's the deal with that. You guys tell me in the comments if you've experienced this in your Tundra. Crooked steering wheel, slightly to the right. Let me know, guys. So the next thing is, you guessed it, gas. MPGs in this truck. Now, when I was purchasing this truck, I knew that I wasn't going to get as much gas as my Corolla or even my Jeep at the time. Right before I traded that Jeep in, I got this truck. So, right after I traded that Jeep, I got this truck. So the Jeep got pretty decent gas mileage. Now, it was a I forgot what that Jeep was. Not the Renegade, the Compass, the newer Jeep Compass. That's what I had. Got pretty decent gas mileage. So when I was getting this truck, I wanted the 5.7 liter V8. I knew that I wasn't gonna have, good gas mileage by any means. So, I was expecting that. It was no surprise there for me. Now, that being said, when I actually filled this truck up at the gas station, I did use premium. I still use premium. I use premium on every single vehicle I've ever owned. So I did spend over $100 to fill my tank. That hit pretty deep in my pockets. But, I trained myself to use premium, so I don't imagine myself ever using regular. I know you can say that premium is a myth or it doesn't really work better or whatever, but I'm going to use it anyway, just peace of mind. So yes, gas becomes a very expensive bill when you get this truck. But you know what? If you ask me, I say it's all worth it. It's all worth it, and that's when I start getting to the positives. But before that, I got one more negative, and that's parking. Parking sometimes is an issue. Now, when you go to some of these places, like a Walmart or something, sometimes their parking is pretty tight. I mean, pretty tight indeed. And most of the time, my poor girlfriend, I have her doing a freaking marathon from how far I park my truck. I park my truck so dang far, it's just an exaggeration, okay? It's terrible how far I park. I'm used to it. I'm used to the cardio workout I get before I actually enter the Walmart or wherever this place may be. But I don't want nobody hitting my truck. I don't want any door dings. I don't, no one cares about your vehicle as much as you do. Nobody on the planet cares about your vehicle as much as you do. So, that being said, and me knowing that, I park the truck very far. Sometimes, I don't want to park far, and then I don't have no choice because the truck is just big, so you have to find an area where you don't think no one's going to park next to you. The positives is the 5.7 liter V8, the power of this truck. It's one of the main reasons I wanted this truck over the Tacoma. I do love Tacomas, but they're not as powerful as a Tundra. That being said, I still love Tacomas. I do. So yeah, the power of this V8, it is it's special. That's what I gotta say about that. It is very, very special. I love the roar of this engine. I love the torque. I love feeling like, nothing can stop me. Yes, something can stop you, even if you hit like this car right here. If I hit this car, I will be stopped. But just, you know what I mean, guys. You feel like you're driving this freaking mammoth, and that's one of the reasons why I love this truck. I do like the size of this truck, even though, yeah, it might be a pain in the butt to park sometimes, but it's overcome with the positives. Okay, the negatives of this truck is overcome with the positives of this truck, and I do love the power. Next is the smooth ride. This thing drives like a friggin' Cadillac. Okay, that's one of the first things I noticed once I took this truck off-road, not off-road, but on-road, and out from the dealership, is the smooth ride. This thing drives amazing. I am, with the all-terrains it came with. Come on, guy, look both ways. I am with the all-terrains it came with, nothing special. You know, the Michelins that the TRD Pro comes with. And you know, besides not having that aggression, or aggressive rather, sidewall, or that aggressive look on this tire is really quiet and really smooth. So I can understand why Toyota went with this tire. But yeah, so that positive one is the ride. The ride on this truck is amazing. It drives as smooth as a truck can drive, in my opinion. I have drove a Ford F-150. I've driven the Dodge Ram, and both those trucks were current models. And you know, they are no Tundra. They are no Tundra by any means. I'm sorry, but the ride doesn't even come close. Yes, those trucks have way more tech than this truck has. Way more tech. But still, with all that tech, I would not, you know, switch my truck out for a Ram or a Ford. The next positive thing is I feel safe. I feel safe driving this truck. I feel like I'm not gonna get hurt or squashed if I get into a car accident, which is something I felt driving the Corolla. I actually, believe it or not, I developed a little bit of a phobia driving that car. It may sound funny, but I'm not kidding. I developed a phobia driving that Corolla, and it's nothing against the Corolla. I just went from driving a Tacoma that's pretty high off the ground to driving a Corolla. So, you know, that was a really big switch and a really bad idea. You know, it was my first new car, which was the Corolla. And I didn't think that I would be able to, at the time, I didn't think that I'd be able to afford a Tacoma, which is what I was going to go to. I was going to get, you know, from a Tacoma to a Tacoma. To me, it made the most sense. You know, if I didn't think I could afford a Tacoma at that time, I definitely thought that I couldn't afford a Tundra. Next thing is, I got a stupendous amount of space in this cabin. I got so much space in this truck. It's unbelievable. If you sit in the back, it's like you're sitting in a freaking living room. It's amazing how much space this truck has. You know, I tell people about it, people that don't really know too much about the Tundra, and when they get inside the back of my truck, you know, including my parents, my girlfriend's sister, or anybody, they do make comments on how big the truck is. I do have the Crew Max. I don't have the the double cab. So, and even the double cab, for a double cab, it's got a lot of space in the back. That's pretty much it. I mean, overall, guys, I love my Toyota Tundra. I absolutely love this truck. It is a dream come true. You know, words can't describe what this truck means to me, and that's coming from the heart, guys. It's coming from the heart, okay? I love this truck, okay? So that's it, guys. This is my 20,000 mile review on my 2019 Toyota Tundra. You guys have a great day. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe, please. It really helps. I need your support. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys soon. Alrighty. Bye-bye.